Hi, good morning. Welcome to Yap. Today I'm with Maddie.
Hi.
Hi, Maddie.
Hi, Abdel. How are you today?
I'm good. I want to tell you about the time I went to my first networking event yesterday.
Oh my! Was it your first networking event?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, first corporate thingy I
Slay.
went to. I got cold feet straight away the second I went there.
Oh.
It's so funny. The pizza was good. There's Hell's Pizza. Pizza was good, and the actual talk was good. But like the whole like networking aspect of it, I was just frozen. I was literally like standing next to Lee.
Aw.
Like I was like an inanimate object. And then I spoke to one guy actually.
There you go.
But
That was it. Would you say hi and then walked away?
No, it gets worse. He was just down there for the food. He just happened to work at the building that the event was happening at.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
That's still networking.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't intentionally there for the networking, he was.
And he kept stressing the fact that he's here for the food. Like, I was like, "Hey man, how's it going?"
He's like, "Don't talk to me. I'm
I was
literally
like,
here."
"No, I just saw food, man. I'm here for the food." But yeah, man, it's nice to meet you as well, Abdul.
You're like, "You're gonna be my friend tonight."
The only guy I spoke to was at the event, but he just happened to be there for the food. So hopefully I have better networking events.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Bro, I don't like how you've been to networking events, right?
Yep.
Are you the socializing person?
God, no.
Okay.
Absolutely not. You'd think I would be, right?
Yeah,
There as well.
a little bit.
But I definitely, like, someone has to kind of push me. It depends what I'm on. If I'm on a buzz,
Yeah.
and, like, not that I feel like I have the upper hand, but if it was, like, hosted here,
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I've got a way of being like, I work here.
Yeah,
How are you? Like,
yeah.
show them around.
Welcome home,
Yeah, exactly,
kind
kind of thing. But if I'm in, like, a foreign place and I'm, like, with my workmates and my buddies and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so happened before and it's so awkward.
Yeah, no, I was literally like, I pretended like I was taking videos and photos. Like I was like, Lee, give me a camera. Let me do some shit.
Let me look useful.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure that's gonna
Aww.
make it up. I don't know, but yeah, hopefully.
Look, it'll always improve.
Yeah. First times are always not that great.
Oh, yeah. No,
I don't
same.
know. That's what I've heard. All right, Maddie, do you know about MrBeast?
Yes, I do know MrBeast. Yes, I do know about MrBeast.
Sister Beast.
What's his name? James?
Jimmy Donaldson.
Same thing, isn't it?
Jimmy Donaldson is such a like a
Donaldson.
Donaldson. Yeah.
Oh, what a basic name.
Yeah, it's such like an
Just
actor
kidding.
name. I feel like that's his stage name.
Jimmy Donaldson.
I don't know.
It's giving.
It sounds too fictional.
It's giving someone from high school, you know?
Yeah, from North Carolina, I think. Basically, MrBeast and KSI and Logan Paul have all joined forces for the good or bad of it, and they thought, hey, we have a product that's getting super backlash right now. You have a product that's getting super backlash right now. Let's double it and pass it to the next person. So they
Turn negatives make a positive.
Exactly. So they came up with a Lunchables competitor called Lunchly. And the only what do you think of that name?
I mean, it's got the word in it,
Yeah.
you know? What I mean,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah, creative.
So creative.
No, but the whole thing with this product is that it's meant to be a more healthy Lunchables.
So sorry.
I'm gone.
See?
I'm gone.
That's probably the tag, like,
Yeah.
it's healthily.
Lunchly.
It's healthily.
No, but basically, yeah, they just came up with this product, and it's meant to be a healthier alternative of Lunchables, which is basically like a cafeteria school lunch kind of thing. You just buy the whole box, and it has like some cheese and crackers,
Kind of like
some
a bento box in a
salami
way.
pieces, kind of.
But with like snacks.
Yeah, just for like a first or second grader, and so yeah, they came out with that, and again, they're stressing the fact that it's meant to be healthier, but
It's got prime in it.
yeah.
Isn't
And
prime
fucking
like full of sugar?
Feastables. Yeah.
And Feastables, chocolate.
Yeah, fucking pure prime health right there. I don't know. But basically, yeah, it comes at a very interesting time because both their products are getting super flack right now.
Right.
Like Prime has been getting flack ever since it came out. Like there's been videos of people like showing there's like, I don't know what you call it, but like it's like pieces in the drink.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's like almost like boba balls kind of thing.
Oh, is
like,
it intentional?
No.
Ugh.
It's just like a
Yuck, I hate that so much.
like a custard.
I want to drink a drink that's smooth down my throat, not
me too.
lumpy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
just the idea of that.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And ever since then, they've been getting backlash just for that, and even the other things is that like their main target audience is obviously kids, and the literally bottled drink says not suitable for kids under 16. So it's like. No, it goes no. You know what it says? Like not suitable for, and it's like a fucking long ass list. It's like not suitable for the kids under 16, pregnant women, lactating women, blah 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 blah. And it's like, brother,
it's so no. It's actually just funny.
Yeah.
It's not. Sorry, it's not funny.
Yeah.
Sorry for your kids' sake, Americans. But it's funny. It's ironic that they're marketing towards kids, but they've got all the T's and C's and who it's not suitable for, being like, well, we told you. Yeah. But it's like, but you're marketing literally for kids. Like,
they cannot
know who your target demographic is.
They can't read the bottle. They just see Prime. They see bright colors. They're like, oh, Prime.
They can't read.
Who's gonna read all that? Like, I don't know. And even with the Feastables thing, like, it's not good over there because MrBeast has been getting backlash for the last fucking 3-4 months, it seems. Yeah. And not just that, even his actual Feastables chocolate that's in the brand. So when it
What's
first
wrong with
launched,
the chocolate?
No, hear me out. So,
the chocolate's good.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
But this is gonna make you feel guilty, I think now. So when it first launched, it had like the logo of like it being like slave free, like child labor free. Yeah. Blah blah. Up until this year, that logo's gone now. So I don't know if they just like went back and were like, "Hey guys, let's go back to the." I don't know.
I'm hoping that was a marketing decision.
Yeah, of course.
And
it's just taking too much space out the fucking package. Yeah, but it just comes at a time where like they both are shitty products.
They're trying to save their own brands by coming together. It is the two negatives make a positive in some ways because. Yeah, you've got two products that people like having like backlash on and whatnot. But when you combine forces, people are like, "Oh my god, that's so cool!" Like, imagine all the boycotted brands at the moment for whatever reason they're boycotted for. Them coming together would probably still make a massive impact. Do you know what I mean? Because people are going to buy that shit. They love when people collab. They love when brands collab, and that's just how it goes.
I just think it's funny, like how ironic it is, like. It's literally like one third of the product is Prime, 1/3 of the product is fucking Feastables chocolate bar, and it's meant to be a healthier alternative lunch for you, lunch for your kids.
Hey, if they call it healthy, I might have to go for
it. Baby.
And chocolate's in my diet.
Yeah, and I think the other really interesting thing is that like how they teeter the line between like scandalous times and like fan loyalty. Yeah. Like they're like drowning in scandals, but the second they come out with like a new announcement, their fans are like eating it up.
That's the thing. Well, you got to think of like them, especially as YouTubers. They've got a lot of power, especially with the younger audience. I'm not sure how much these Lunchables cost, but it's the same with other brands. Like they aren't dumb. Like they choose when to do this kind of stuff. They choose when to bring out products. They choose when to make collabs. They choose their marketing. They choose when it's going to go live because it's all strategic. It's all just business. Like that's what people don't understand. This isn't for kids. Like this isn't for, hey, we want to do this really amazing thing for kids. Like that's not their purpose. Their purpose is to get money. And their purpose is to make their brands perform better because their businesses are failing and getting backlash. So
Yeah, and I think the slimy part is that when they're doing the whole like healthy shtick, it's almost to the parents of the kids, not the actual kids. And so now you're like, I don't know what the word is, but like now you're like kind of incentivizing the parent to be like, it's not the worst thing in the planet for your son to eat.
Exactly, because I could imagine a child going like, Mum, I really want this, blah blah, and then Mum's seen an advert, she's had it in her mind of like, oh, well, it's not as bad as other things. And then it like forces them to buy it because like your kids are begging for it. You're trying to keep your kid healthy. You're seeing that it's advertised as it's actually a good alternative. Which is crazy. I went to America for a month. The stuff that they eat every single day is nuts to me.
The portion sizes are insane.
No, like even just I went to I hope my American family doesn't see this. I love you all. When I went there, because they gave me lunch and breakfast. Like I literally lived as a student there for like a month. And the food that they would give me was like, I was like, is this healthy? Like I was having cereal and stuff for breakfast, like sugar. I was having sugar for lunch. I was having sugar for the afternoon. I was going to get frozen yogurt afterwards. It was nuts. Like, they don't not eat healthy, but like the stuff that they eat, even like their dairy tastes like sugar. It's nuts.
Because it's interesting. Because whenever Americans leave the States and they go to like Europe or whatever, they're always like, "Your food tastes so bland," and it's like, no, maybe it just doesn't have 40 grams of sugar in it.
It doesn't have MSG. Yeah.
maybe it's that. All right, so this is gonna sound so corny, and I'm gonna preface it because I'm like actually gonna cringe inside. But speaking of making waves on the internet.
Go on, no. Go,
Speaking of surfing waves, no, I fucked it.
Speaking of surfing.
Speaking of making waves on the internet, speaking of waves, surfers are back in the mix.
Woo!
Surfers are back in the mainstream.
As they should be.
That was so smooth, bro. Yeah.
That was wicked.
Yeah. That was rad, dude.
That was rad.
That's so sick. Surfers. Do you know much about surfers? I'm not putting you on the spot. You can say that.
Bethany Hamilton, I think that's her name. Soul surfer.
Yeah.
She got her arm by a shark.
Way to sell the sport.
No, yeah, her arm got bitten off. No, she still surfs. She's amazing. She's absolutely, like, she's incredible.
Was she waiting for the, like, okay, fair enough.
Anyway, that's the only, like, surfer I know. Oh, Surf's Up. Corey.
Yeah.
Cody.
Yes.
I was trying to do his, like, line.
Go.
I just want to do me, bro.
Let her do her, bro.
You know what I'm talking that way?
No.
No, you don't know Surf's Up?
I have no idea.
We're going to talk about surfing. You don't even know what Surf's Up is.
Oh, tell me what Surf's Up.
Oh, stop. It's about a penguin.
Okay.
This sounds ridiculous.
Good, okay.
Sounds ridiculous. It's about a penguin that lives in, like, the Atlantic or something, like, literally ice.
Is this animated?
Yes, it's animated.
I don't know. I just thought maybe they found, like, a super talented penguin.
Oh, my God.
Like,
Is it animated? Stop. Of course. It's a talented penguin. No, do you know what's funny? It's filmed like a documentary. This is the thing.
Right.
Okay, sorry. It's filmed like a documentary. Animated.
Yeah.
Cody, he's a surfer. He lives in the Atlantic, so, like, no waves going on in the Atlantic, you know?
Yeah.
And he's, like, wanting to surf. There's this massive competition going on in, like, Hawaii or something. And they go... He enters a surf competition pretty much, and then he finds, like, the legend he's, like, always looked up to. There's a rooster that also surfs. It's so ridiculous. Is it recent? No, it's probably like 2010s, maybe early, like late 2000s.
I feel like I should.
I can't believe you haven't watched it.
It does sound familiar.
It's iconic as hell. It's so good. Anyway,
it does sound familiar a little bit.
Sorry, let's go on to the surfing.
Okay.
Surfing. Do you know much about surfing? Tell me more.
Clearly not. No, but surfing has been. I mean, it's always been like a sort of like niche sport. Like, it's not like a globally dominated sport.
I wouldn't consider. I don't think a lot of people see it as a sport.
Yeah.
Which is sad because it is. It honestly is.
For sure. Is it in the Olympics?
Yes.
I knew that. I was just testing you, though. Yeah. So basically, surfing up until like the 2008 market crash was like a sport that's up and coming, was on the rise, and then with the United States' market crash, a lot of the brands had to cut ties with the surfers that they were endorsing, and so on and so forth, which is pretty sad. But over the last decade, it's forced surfers to almost, like, because there was no money from surfing itself, they had to almost become influencers. So now it's like their main income is through brand partnerships, or like sponsorships. But the funny thing is that the sponsorships are not coming from surfing brands now. They're coming from like Dove soap, selling Audi's fucking electric cars. Like, they're literally using surfers as straight influencers at this point.
I don't even know how you would go about that. Do you know what I mean? Because here's the thing. Like, I actually went to a panel at CreatorCon this year in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a girl, I could be wrong with this. No, I don't think I am. She was a surfer, or she, like, her whole life was around, like, the beach and everything like that. And she was getting, like, sent all these products and, like, collabs. And the thing about this is, like, how is this relevant to your brand? You know? But then again, like, she had the morals. She had, like, brand morals and, like, her own morals that she was like, okay, how can I link this into what I'm passionate about? And it actually kind of worked. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can find ways. But, like, with the car thing, right? what do you do with your surfboard when you got to travel with your surfboard? Oh, you got to put it on the top of the car.
Yeah.
You know, things like that.
Yeah.
There you go. You got that. Dove body wash soap. I have no idea. Going after, you just had to surf.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to get clean because you're sandy.
But it's also becoming a thing where like surfing is not their main personality trait.
Yeah,
so
true.
like now they're just an influencer who happens to be surfing kind of thing. Sure, they're really good at it. They're like in the top 1%. But like they sell Dove in a way where it's not tied to surfing.
I think it's a positive.
Yeah.
Because, okay, here's the thing. I've got positive and negatives about this. It's a positive because we're, one, giving them a platform. And obviously, you know, surfing, I'm not sure about this, but I'm assuming it doesn't reckon as a lot of money as like the NFL does.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not a huge sport that's like celebrated and like so much money is going into this thing.
Yeah.
So it's good for them to, one, get their sport out there, two, get the money and cater that lifestyle and that business.
For sure.
The con to me would be that it's not all about surfing, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, if you're passionate about this and you want to make sure that it links up, maybe surfing needs to like, yes, it's coming up on the rise, but there's only so much surfing you can do throughout the year.
Yeah. And not just that, like even like when I go and think of like the major surfing events, like I can really only think of the Olympics. Like I don't know about a international surfing like World Cup kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's only really the Olympics, and the Olympics is every 4 years. So we've got to have something that like keeps you afloat between every 4 years in the Olympics. Yeah, man, just fucking.
That's terrible.
They keep coming.
But no, it's true. It's true. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think. Do you know what's funny is I don't know if we're just like ignorant that we live in New Zealand and we don't get a lot of waves.
Yeah, I think we do.
We do and we don't. Like if you think of like maybe some American beaches. What else is big? Hawaii.
Yep.
Obviously that's probably like an American beach because it's part of America. Duh, Mitty. Anyway, but like things like that, you know, there's places specifically that are known for those massive waves, and it's more celebrated there. Maybe it would be more into like our noggin if we actually
For sure.
were exposed to it more.
Yeah.
But because we're in New Zealand and we suck,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do surf here. Obviously, it's New Zealand, but.
Pretty sure Maggie surfs in here.
Does she?
So.
Go get Maggie in here.
Yeah.
What are you doing, girl?
Yeah. But I mean, it just like goes to show you, like, bro, like personal brand is like king. Like, at the end of the day, like, even like, do you know Noah Lyles, the runner, the American runner? He did like the infamous quote last year where he was like, "World champions of what?"
Of what? Of what? Yes, no, I did know this. Of course I know this. Yes, yes.
So he's a track.
I agree with him. Can I just say?
So, yeah, me too. He's a track guy, and like I did not hear of him up until that comment.
Yeah.
And now he's like having one of the biggest Nike sponsorships. Like he's probably like top 15 athletes on there. He's getting his own signature shoe. Like,
yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just like, and yes, okay, that comment was about sport.
Yeah.
Like it was, but it wasn't really about like his sport or like it wasn't. I don't know how to describe it.
It showed his personality.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing. People want to see that. Yeah. And that's why they get brand deals. And that's why people want to endorse them because it's that personality that comes through. If you have a shit personality, sorry, I don't want to say it like that. But when I say shit, I mean boring. Sorry, I don't. Sorry, no. Don't care about boring people either. I do.
Stand up. Don't be boring.
Sorry. When it comes to brands, businesses, everything like that, they're not going to keep with you. They don't want to collab with you. They don't want to endorse you if you're going to be like, so today I did this and blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You have to have that personality. Otherwise, they're not going to want to collab. And that's just how it goes. And like I said, it's awesome that the surfing community gets to have that spotlight on them, especially trying to get that personal brand up there. Because if you think about it, when all those people are watching you, it's going to come time when there's competitions and everything else that sport's just going to get more and more popular. So really, it's just going hand in hand.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Which is quite cool.
So,
have you gone surfing?
It's been one of my main bucket list items that
let's go surfing.
I actually want to do it. I have a big fear of like getting my arm, leg, limb get chopped off. But other than that,
I'm scared about getting into a rip.
What's that?
Rip's like.
Oh, a riptide.
Yeah.
Running away. That's literally all
Don't
I know.
do that.
I haven't been to a beach this year, I think.
Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach. Let's go catch a wave.
With that being said, guys, thanks so much for tuning to the podcast. Maddie, do you have any final words? You should tell them about your dating thing.
Oh my god, I'm going on 50 dates with men, women, and myself and random people. I don't know how it's going to go. Don't know how I'm going to do it. But if you want to date me, please.
Tap in, guys.
Not necessarily romantic. I just want to say that.
But that's on the table.
It's on the table, but like...
She's playing it down, guys.
Give me like a few weeks
Yeah.
to amp myself up for that.
Give it till Thanksgiving.
But yeah.
See you tomorrow. Peace.